What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Rochelle and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning in, liking, sharing, and subscribing. You guys are the bomb.com. Now in today's video, we are coming in hot with another mortgage payoff update for week 2 of November 2021. Now if you want to know how you can make strides in your mortgage payoff journey, then this is the video for you. I like to go into detail week by week and share our process and share how we are able to scrape together, find money we didn't know we had, throw it at our mortgage loan so that we can be mortgage free by the end of this year or early next year. Now if that's something you'd be into, then stick around. Okay, so you know what it is. I'm inside of my home buying and mortgage payoff guide. You can find all of the stuff that I'm using on my website at RochelleAdamson.com if you're interested. This is a perfect guide for someone who is saving to become a homeowner. Maybe they already have their mortgage and their new home and they want to organize their thoughts. They want to make a plan. They want to get out of debt fast and they want to at the same time grow their savings and build a nice cushion, because we know as homeowners there's always something that pops up that has to be repaired, renovated, updated, replaced. And so if you don't have a plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's just how I look at it. And I noticed that ever since I got serious about our finances and started using guides such as this one, we made faster strides in our mortgage payoff process. So a little bit about us. We reside on the island of Oahu, Hawaii with my husband and our daughter, but we do have a rental property in Maryland, which is where we are originally from, born and raised. Shout out B-More. Go Ravens, 6-2. What? Anyway, so what we decided to do, because our mortgage was so low, we decided to knock it out. We took the last 2 years to get serious about our mortgage payoff, and we have seen amazing progress. Check out any of my videos here, Eye in the Sky, where we have managed to pay down our mortgage, monetize our property by having a tenant pay rent, and we have been able to remove escrow, which for us in our scenario makes sense. I go into detail about all of that and videos listed somewhere here about how to do that, how to know when it's the right time for you to think about it, how to make sure your PMI falls off at the right time, all of that type stuff. If you want to know tips and tricks to make the numbers work for you, definitely check out my videos, my content. Disclaimer, I don't have any background in mortgage lending, but I have found a lot of tips and tricks that work for us. I have interviewed and talked with many people who have paid off their mortgages, and so this is just information. You know, that's all YouTube is. It's just a platform to give out information. Excuse the planes that you will hear in the background. We got flights, we got helicopters, we got military maneuvers, we got all of that. We live on an island, and most people always ask me, oh, I know it's so beautiful and quiet. It's actually very loud on Oahu. There's at least 2 to 3 million people living here. Just imagine. Okay, enough said. Now, first things first, I want to shout out one of my commenters. I think her name is Jessica. She was hilarious because, y'all, she is OCD like me, and I can't believe that I missed this. But if you look closely at my mortgage payoff home, I did not shade in the space between 2 windows. And so just for you, girl, I'm gonna shade it in. She was like, can you please shade that in? It's driving me crazy. I'm like, I understand. And it's so funny because I did it over here, but I didn't do it over there. But you know, we shading in this entire house, okay? All of it. And this is why I love sharing my journey with you guys, because you find people that match your crazy, okay? Girl, you are not alone. Feel better, because it's done now. It's handled. Okay, so that is done. Unfortunately, you know what that did? That gave me a chance to feel like I shaded something in, because actually we are not able to shade this in today, but it's coming. Maybe next week or the week after. Okay, so here we are inside of the guide. I am at the Mortgage Payoff Challenge page for the last 4 months of 2021. And up until this point, week 1, you can see we made our regular mortgage payment, which is now $322.67. Now we have gotten it down to $12,628.71. So what I did, remember I told you I had some things that were needed to clear in the bank account, and then once the dust settled, I would make an additional payment. So what we're going to do today, we're going to start with that balance, $12,628.71. We made another payment of $122.67, and this is such a funny story because this is an actual mistake. Normally we have $640 that transfers over every 2 weeks. So out of that $640 last week, we paid the $322.67, which actually left us a balance of $317.33. But I mistakenly wrote down a balance of $322.67, which is the actual mortgage payment. So it's okay, we went with it and we are here. So if we update our total after making that payment, we are now down to $12,511.38. Y'all, we are sitting at $12,500. It's so close. So what that is of course a difference of $122.67, and that is our principal only payment for the month. For the month so far. Principal payment. And that is a debt snowball payment, of course. And I just cannot believe, if you just look right here in September, we were sitting at $16,000. So we have been able to shave off $4,000 easily, just roundabout, off of our mortgage in just 3 short months. And this is why I love this payoff challenge. You know, I'm all about savings challenges on my main channel, but over here I decided to keep that same energy and do a payoff challenge where, you know, some weeks I'm only able to add $9.39, but I'm still making great progress. I'm still knocking out debt. So that is our new balance for this week. Now let's talk about the other accounts. I have my sinking funds tracker here. This is just specific to the mortgage and the rental property as it relates. So we have right now, at last check-in, we had a balance of $1,807.84 in our escrow account, but we have made some additional payments and now our new balance is $854.35. So let's see what that's a difference of. $1,807.84, and then we spent $854.35. So, well, actually that's our ending amount. So we spent $953.49. Now the cool part is, you know, everybody, not everybody, but I had a couple of people who were kind of like, be careful, you know, with paying your own bills, you know, since you don't have escrow anymore. Well, what I did is I created an account just like my mortgage lender had, and it held my escrow money. So I made 2 payments. One was for our property tax semi-annual bill and our ground rent semi-annual bill. I'm running to the post office to mail off one of those, but so far it's been good. And this week we added an additional $200 into that escrow plan. So actually, you know, this balance would have been $654 left, but we are treating this as a regular escrow account as our lender would have done if it was in their possession. So this is where responsibility and consistency has to shine through. And, you know, we remember to pay our water bill. We remember to pay all these other bills, rent, utilities, you know, car payment, car insurance. Why not add one more to the mix? Because we plan on being mortgage free, and it would have been our outcome anyway. So we just wanted to give ourselves, you know, this last 6 months, we pretty much know we're going to be for sure mortgage free in the next 6 months or less. So we wanted to go ahead and start the responsibility change, start paying this stuff ourselves. And let me tell you, it wasn't that hard. It took me about 1 to 2 days of research to get in touch with the right people, make sure I was paying the right amounts. But I did it. And I'm so glad. I feel even more confident to knock this out annually. And I've already had those conversations with with the people that we have to pay. And I've said, hey, is it possible for us to make these payments annually? And they said they will get back to us. So instead of semi-annually, because why do the same work twice when you can do it once? But yeah, so that is our escrow update. Now our emergency fund. Let's see, we added $5.02 to our emergency fund. So that brings our new balance to $477.47. I had a Zelle transfer payment clear and I was like, you know what, I'll throw it in the emergency fund. So we added $5.02 to our emergency fund. And then our regular spend account, this is where we pay our bills for the property. This is where we pay our property manager. This is money that she has access to, also up to a limited amount, just to cover anything that might come up. And that balance now has $855.02. So that is a difference of 1167.35 minus 855.02, a difference of $312.33. So that's money that we use to pay for the things that I've already talked about. So this is how we're looking so far for our three main accounts. This is how we are staying responsible with the house. We got our emergency fund, our spend account, and our escrow account. And tell me in the comments, is this something that you do already? What are you doing that, you know, that works for you and your household? Share these tips and tricks and ideas, because I'm out here winging it. I'm being honest. I'm saying this all confidently, but we are just trying stuff. It's so funny. Like, I relate this same scenario to when, you know, we were first time parents and we were just trying what, you know, trying to see what worked for our daughter and our kid. So there were certain things that worked with her that we did that people were like, oh man, I never would have thought to try that. And I'm like, this is why we need to talk about this. But anyway, that is my mortgage payoff update for you guys. I have some goals on the horizon, and so I want to list them somewhere here. Let's see if we can find some space to, let's see. Okay, let's put it here under our home stats. In the month of November, I would like to, let's put goal number one is to, well, the only goal I have is to pay down our mortgage to under $11,000. That's my goal. Now, how am I going to do that? Because a goal is nothing without a plan. I plan to use my monthly savings challenges. So that would be the Secure the Bag Savings Challenge, plus my debt snowball that we do already every 2 weeks. So that would be actually once a month. That's $640. Secure the Bag is $300. And then I want to use our November rent received. So that would be $600. And that would be a total of, let's count that up, 300 plus 640 plus 600. So I'm hoping to make an additional $1,540 worth of debt snowball payments in the month of November. This is my goal. And if I do that, then new balance would be at least $10,971.38. So I just like to write out the plan, because you just never know. You never know until it happens. Okay, and so here we are at my amortization schedule. We already have 2 lines shaded in, and we just started this thing on October 26th. So we made our regular mortgage payment in the first week of November. So we'll just say on 11/1, we made that payment. And our next milestone, this is what I love to calculate. This is how we make so much progress. I stick to the amortization schedule. It tells me how much I need to pay to reach my next milestone. So $12,628.71 minus $12,379.71 leaves us a difference of $249. That's all that stands between us and our next milestone being reached. So bare minimum this month, I want to find $249 so that I get to shade in another line. Now already we are on track. We made our November mortgage payment, and you know, we are right kind of in the real time right here, because this is an accurate printout that was just created for us for our specific account. So we want to start to try and get ahead. My goal, like I said, is to get it down to 10,900. And so if we do that this month, we will jump ahead 6 months, guys. Do you see that? I hope I'm being clear with what I'm trying to say. Like, this is why we try very hard to throw as much as we can at our mortgage. So if we do that, that will get us ahead to line 8 out of 47. So we got plans, y'all. Well, that is it for today's mortgage payoff update video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my second budgeting channel. Thank you for 250 plus subscribers. I just can't believe, you know, the growth, this channel's growth in such a short time. It's been barely 2 months. Thank you so much. Our next goal is to definitely reach 500 subscribers, so you can help and do your part by sharing this video, liking this video, and subscribing and sharing it with a friend. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next week for our mortgage payoff update for week 3 of November 2021. Until then, peace, love, and budgets.